Hello, and thanks for tuning in. If you are watching this on replay, please drop replay. I have my friend Beth here with us today, and she is going to share just a little bit about our story. What is kind of like her background, where she started, and a little bit about her background in network marketing and what she's doing now and how she is seeing success. And I just can't wait for you to hear her story. I can tell you that she's an incredible woman. I've had the pleasure of knowing her for a little over a year, and she is a rock star. In fact, she is pushing for one of the biggest promotions that she's ever experienced in her life and in this space. And so I'm super excited. Beth, go ahead and take it away. Just share a little bit about you.
Sure, thanks. And I'm on lunch break, so I'm coming at you from the Jeep, about to take my dog for a walk. So sitting outside and in the vehicle. But as far as a little bit about me, like I've been in kind of like network marketing. I think it's been almost like 7 years, and I've been with Not for a little over a year and a half. I was last June of last year. So I was kind of just I found this essentially just a friend was posting, and I was kind of at a point in my life when I was super burnt out, super overworked, and my body was a hot mess because I was dealing with some gym injuries and lack of sleep and all the things. So at that point in time too, like I didn't realize how things would kind of come to fruition, but of course everything kind of happens for a reason. So reached out to my friend, just kind of inquiring about this and the products, and she sent me that super short little overview kind of about what we do in a nutshell, and I couldn't unsee it, just because I'm one of those people that business minded, like when you see something that's worth looking into. So just kind of took it from there, and at that point in time too, life was kind of taking a different turn. And I ended up, because at that time I was also running a franchise business with a co-owner, in addition to working full time, in addition to doing 2 side gigs, just to try and keep up with everything. Because obviously, when you run a physical business, there's a lot of bills, insurance, fees. Like, it makes my stomach hurt even thinking about it. So just trying to keep up. So at that point in time, the partnership was dissolving, and we made a decision that I sell my half. And I was in a spot where I had to replace income, and I had to replace it quickly because I just bought a house in that area too for where we had opened the business. So I had not tried a single product. I bought the biggest kit possible and kind of like told myself, like, this is going to work. It has to work. Just knowing my background with network marketing, and like I've done it before, and I didn't have time to go get another in-person job. I needed to have something that was flexible, that I could do on my own terms, and that aligned with what I was passionate about too, which was helping people, no matter what fashion that's in. So fast forward to now, holy crap, is stuff different. Um, the systems we have in place are just so easy. All you have to do is plug in, stay consistent, even when it doesn't feel like it's working. Just keep doing the things, because consistency compounds. So as long as you do all of that stuff, here we are. I hit Sapphire again this month, and now I'm almost at Emerald. So it's like I never imagined that it would be like this, because you kind of you see those upper level leaders that are achieving like the big things, and you don't necessarily see yourself there, but it's truly possible. And they make it possible for everyone if you just simply plug in and show up for yourself. So fast forward, just I have my full-time job yet, just because I love that. And obviously it pays my bills and things like that too. But now I'm kind of getting to the point where I can reassess that situation, and I can potentially, in the future, near future, step back from that and do this solely. So time freedom, working on my own schedule, doing the things that I love to do, helping other people win and help their health and wealth as well. So no more extra side gigs, no more physical business, just this and my day job.
I love it. That's awesome. Yes, you are. You are creating something truly incredible, and I'm so, so proud of you. In fact, you might surpass me, right? Which is, I love it. I love that this is the opportunity that can provide that, right?
Yeah.
And I do have a question for you, though. If you being in different companies in this space, knowing that the consistency takes work or time and it compounds, like you said, putting those together, and being in another company to hear, what can you say is truly different between the two and why you're seeing success now compared to in the past?
Yeah. So one of those companies I was with was for 6 years, and I
Wow.
wasn't even making a quarter of what I'm making here. They did not, the other companies I was with, like, there was no trainings, there was no like power hours of what we get to plug into like twice a day if we have the capacity to plug in and show up. But the trainings, the systems, the processes that are already put together for us and us to just plug into and use, that could propel anybody to see success, because you don't even have to have experience in the industry to plug into what they already have for us. So that alone is pretty huge. But even having the mindset of, even if I put in a year or two or three or whatever, putting in that effort is totally worth me making an extra 5,000 a month. If you have that mindset about it, I mean, yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but is that worth it? Yeah, like big time.
Mhm. Exactly. Bringing in $5,000 a month compared to what you're already doing can be life changing for some people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Um, I appreciate you sharing that with me. If you had to say to someone that has never done anything like this, but maybe they're struggling, and could use an extra $500 just to start out, let's take that vision down to just $500. What would you tell that person?
Yeah, good question. Because I was there too. Like, I was in a financial situation where I had to do something to bring in extra money. Even if it was only a few extra $100 a month, that was still going to help me. Just
Mhm.
know that it's possible. And with like the team and like the opportunity that we have here, I mean, I know it's scary, but new stuff always is. But you don't know unless you give it a try. And if we're seeing success here, along with the people that we work with and our teammates, and we have groups that you can plug in and see that, if they're having success, anybody else can too. You simply have to just show up for yourself and plug in, because it's worth a try. I mean, me putting in that time and just getting to where I am at now definitely surpassed like what I had in mind for expectations. But that's the cool part about it. Like, we can make it what we want. It can be as big as we want it or as small as we want it. You just got to start. You have to start scared and just do it.
Love it. So, would you say pretty much the same thing to someone that's been like in your shoes? They was a part of a company for 6 years, and their paycheck is not reflecting their hard work that they've put in for the last 6 years. But they're also afraid to change and to start something new, to be possibly in the same position. What would you say to that person?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's just like a day job, just like a fitness routine, just like eating healthy. Like, you can keep doing the things and be like at that place where you feel somewhat comfortable, but yet you're stuck and miserable. You
Mhm.
have to make a change to get different results.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I was with that one company for a while and just kind of thought, oh, it's just a little bit of extra money. And, but my situation changed where that wasn't cutting it. And of course, like, the industry's changed a bit too, where people kind of focus, and health and wellness is definitely a big one, health and wealth. So just know that there's more out there, there's more options, there's more opportunity. You don't have to stay stuck just because it's kind of comfortable. Life's too short. Like, don't be miserable and pursue pursue even just looking at other information, because there's no harm in learning, but even just connecting with other people that are doing it and hearing their side of the story and what they went through and where they're at. I mean, that's a pretty good testament in itself, too. And we've got hundreds of people in our team that could attest to the same thing.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you for your time on your lunch break, and thank you for sharing all of those good nuggets. Cheers to you to heading to Emerald. I know you will do it. You are just a few hop, skip, and a jump away from that, and you still have 3 full days to complete that. So, good luck, and thank you again for hanging out and sharing such valuable information. I
Yes, you
hope you
bet.
have a great day.
All right, thanks. You too.
God bless, guys. Thank you so much.
Yep.